Welcome to Priadan, a land ruled by gods and magic. The gods are on the brink of war, and our heroes have been sent on a quest to cure the corruption plaguing the land. Garden of Genesis is a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign featuring Sylphrin as Drake, Nabunan as Emil, Onion JPEG as Prominence, Nemuharu as Uriah, Mr. Indigo as August, Chai Bun as Suhan, Ash Mishi as Ashira, Sayuki as Denmari, and Smattered Stars as the Game Master.
Hello.
Hi everybody! Welcome in to another session of Garden of Genesis. We are here with Party 2 today. Sayu will be absent or joining later, so we're here with Ashi, Chai, and Indy. Welcome in everybody. Welcome in Aqua, welcome in Red, welcome in Yuzu. Congrats on being first, my beautiful wife. Hi Indy, congrats. Oh my god, Indy actually got one! Indy got second! Yippee! The Australia Wi-Fi prevailed. Welcome in, Ashi. Yuzu, thank you for the bardic inspiration for August. Welcome in, Dryad. I hope everybody's doing well. So, we'll go ahead and get started with fun facts, starting with Ashi.
Yeah, I think... Alright, so the fun fact prompt was if your character had a pet, what would it be? And Ashera definitely likes cats, but I feel like she would definitely prefer like a panther. And like a very big, dangerous cat.
She also turned into a panther during one of the fights, right?
I like panthers a lot.
I was scared of panthers since I was little. They're too cool. Alright, we'll do Chai.
Suhan would have a small monkey that would be able to fit on his shoulder. I think specifically like a squirrel monkey would be nice.
That's so cute. You guys have such unique pet ideas. I like cat and dog. I like these. These are fun. And then Indy.
I don't know that August would have another pet now that he's got one that he built himself and one that's like actually just like a spiritual projection thing, because they're much easier to take care of and he can always like fix them if anything goes wrong.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Maybe another Hobart with another Glock.
No, he's gonna
family.
He's gonna build another Glock for Hobart instead of building
it's gonna be a whole firing line.
Oh god. That's so scary. Okay, session recap. Whose notes am I stealing today? Indy's. Alright. You all finished the last puzzle on the 3rd floor of the catacombs and then headed to the 4th floor, which as you were walking you saw the floor and walls turn from ruins and kind of cave-like to very lavish. There was a purple rug across the floor, marble walls, very pretty rooms. And as you went through the room, you found that all of it had a lot of gold and money theming. In fact, one room's whole theme was that there were piles of money and all you had to do was not touch. Fortunately, Denmari, while restrained, managed to contain herself, and you all arrived at the last room in the floor, which was a huge horde golem. Ashera was able to create difficult terrain right in the middle of the room, and you all proceeded to kite it around while blasting it, and it is now coupled in front of you. So, we'll come back to where you guys are now. Oh, I forgot. Hobart got broken apart. Okay, we'll come back to
Yeah.
where we are now. August and Oscar having collected the last pieces of Hobart, and August putting together some semblance of him to making sure you guys had all the pieces. And you see the Horde Golem pressed off against the side, and I see Denmari's right next to it. And I imagine she's probably examining the piles of jewels and gold
Yeah.
that it left behind. So, unfortunately, unless anybody stops her, think I'm gonna have to add like all the gold into Denmari's inventory.
I think we
That's
did that
fine.
at the end of the last session. I think we
Oh,
added
did we?
money. I think so.
Oh, okay, yeah, she got the
Oh.
extra 120 gold already, and it was just
Yeah.
Denmari.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Okay, so she's hastily putting all the gold into her pouches. And starting season 2, when I track your guys' weight, that's gonna be great. And I will probably have to give Denmari a bag of holding just for gold. But that's where we are right now. And off on the far end of the room, you do see stairs leading to what you can presume is the next floor.
Okay, then. I believe we have everything from here, so we should just go along.
I think that's right.
Oh yeah, I need to remember I still have the curse. Where all gold I touch turns into stone.
Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, give me one moment. After successfully defeating the Horde Golem, you all head down the next set of stairs. The elegant marble wall is cool to the touch and follows you all the way down. The purple rug, however, shifts to a beautiful teal with gold-colored ornamentation. Not too far into your descent, you start to hear what sounds like the chatter and hubbub of a large group of people. At the base of the steps, you see a closed golden door, equally as ornate as the rug. In front of it is what seems to be a ghostly attendant, a well-dressed man wearing a suit vest and bowler hat. He gives you all a big, toothy grin. "Welcome to the Osterwell Casino! We've been expecting you!"
Oh gosh, not the
Do we get to
gambler.
gamble? Yes. Whoa. Ooh, colors.
Alright, I guess I'll ask him, expecting us?
Ah, yes, the owner of the place has been watching your descent.
I see, do you have like some sort of scrying eye or something?
I don't really know how the owner does his business. That's a bit above my pay grade, but he told me to look out for all of you and give you a big warm welcome.
The casino music is sending me.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did he say?
The casino music is sending me.
So he is going to open the door to let you all see in, and you see a hallway bustling with dozens and dozens of ghosts. There's a hallway with 5 doors, one at the far end, 2 doors on the left, and 2 doors on the right. I know you guys can see everything on the map. I did that for ease, but you can see that there are doors on the sides. There is a small reception table in front of you where ghosts are stopping by to exchange spectral gold for solid tokens. The woman behind the counter is also a ghost, wearing a pretty dress that seems well out of fashion. Shortly after receiving the tokens, the ghosts excitedly hurry into one of the rooms, but no one seems to be entering the door at the far end of the hall.
Alright then. So are we going to look around through these rooms? Or are we going to go straight through?
I want to look
guess we can
around
look
and
around.
see what's going on. Get the vibe.
I've never heard of anything like this in relation to Osterwell Academy.
Yeah.
None of the records that I've read in the school have ever mentioned a casino in the basement.
Yeah, maybe all the undead down here just got bored and made it on their own.
1 second, I actually have tokens for Alberich and Oscar now. So Alberich, behind you all, is going to pipe up after August's statement. I agree, my boy. I haven't heard of anything like this before either. Oscar was sweating profusely at the ramifications of being in a casino, is just shaking in his boots, and he's just like looking around and staying close behind you all. Alright.
Well, I definitely can't gamble because any gold I touch is going to just turn into stone.
What about silver? Can we gamble with silver?
I think it's anything actually.
The coins are
precious for
spectral,
me.
right?
What you saw in front of you at the receptionist desk is that people were exchanging their gold coins, which in the ghost hand were spectral, whatever they owned on them while they died, you presume. But the tokens are being handed back actually seem solid, and they're able to hold them.
Oh,
like when you look
perfect.
at them, they're not like transparent or like the bluey, tealy you associate with ghosts. They're like solid wooden tokens painted in different colors.
Sure, I can safely
That
gamble.
sounds like chips. Yeah, somebody will have to buy me the chips.
I got you. I think I'm carrying your stuff.
Yeah, I think you have all my gold right now.
Oops, I forgot to loop it.
How much is that?
Where's the person who greeted us?
He's standing behind you all, still at the door, but now on the other side. Like, in the same room with you.
Can we meet with the owner of this place?
Ah, yes! He actually had a special challenge for you all. And out from his pocket, he's going to pull out what seems to be like a punch card, and he's going to hand it to August. You see that it has 5 circles on it. At the top is the title, Osterwald Casino. And then under each circle is what seems to be the title of a game. It says Slots, Ops Vitae's Favor, Run of the Luck, Life and Death, and 3 Dragon Ante. He'd like you to compete in each game, and he'd like you to win each game at least once. When you do, the house or the dealer that's in the room will go ahead and stamp your card, and when you present it to one of us, we'll let you in with him.
Alright then.
Okay.
What are we starting with?
Let's first start by deciding how much gold we're gonna trade in
That is true.
for tokens.
How much do I have?
So I have 130 gold on me.
I got
Not on me,
128.
but
So
Yeah.
143 and change. Well, we don't need to dump all of our money into chips
Yeah.
at the outset.
yeah,
Let's find out how much we need to actually play these games.
yeah.
So how much is a token? How many tokens do we need to play each game?
It's probably
Uh,
1-to-1.
Receptionist looks up as you speak. Ah, yeah, welcome in. So our tokens, for simplicity, we have different ones, and she's going to show you the variety. So some tokens represent like 1 gold coin each, some represent 10 gold coins each. Just if you're betting a lot, you don't have to carry a bunch of tokens on you. So however how much you bet, I'll give you that equivalent amount back in tokens.
Ah.
Well, sorry, not however
So
much
how
you
many
bet.
do we-
You'll collect tokens from me, and then you'll bet those tokens in your games.
And how many tokens do we need for each of the games?
Usually you set your own bet, or the house will set it. You can probably let them know if you want it to be lower. You know, we're pretty flexible here. The cheapest one is probably the slots, because you can only put a maximum of 10 tokens in there, like 10 gold pieces. Then the other ones, people tend to do a starting bet of 25 gold or 50 gold. It really depends on how much gold was with you when you died, so we're a bit more flexible with how much people bet.
Hold up, are we dead?
She looks you up and down. Well, you sure don't seem dead.
I didn't think we were dead. But
What's with the ghosts?
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta check.
So what were the games again? We had Obsvité's Favor, Slots, Three Dragon Ante, and
Run of Luck,
What were the other
Life
two
and
were?
Death. I have sent it in the Roll20 chat for your reference as well. I've also noted down like which game each room corresponds to. And I will say that I kind of ordered it in terms of easiness. So the slot machines are the easiest game to play. Then Obsidian's Favorite, then Run of Luck, Life and Death, and Three Dragon Ante is probably the hardest. So that's the order I'd recommend for you guys to try out the games, but of course it's up to you.
Yeah. I guess let's just go through the slots first.
Sounds good. Slots.
Alright, how many tokens would y'all like?
So,
How much do people usually spend on slots?
Slots, you can bet a maximum of 10 per spin.
Is there a minimum?
1.
I will try 1.
Alright. She's going to accept 1 gold piece from you and hand you back a red colored token.
I want to get at least. Like, for now, I'm just gonna get 30.
Alright. Ashera, you
so
hand...
Suhan can help.
Oh, right. I forgot. So, then on Ashera's behalf, Suhan will hand her
Yeah.
30 gold, and then the receptionist will hand to Ashera. Do you want 30 singles or 3 tens?
30 singles.
Okay, she'll hand you a pouch with
So it's
30
easier for
single
fives.
red tokens in it.
Okay.
And for you, sir? And she's looking at August.
Take one 10 token and and then 20 of the ones.
All right. She's going to accept 30 gold coins from you, and then hand you the 1 green token and 20 red tokens. So
I actually
keep-
don't know what Denmari would do. 'Cause I feel
yeah,
like either she wouldn't risk it or she'd be like, but I could make a lot of gold.
actually
I
part of
think
the
she'd
reason,
observe us to see if we were successful and then go based off of that.
Yeah, part of the reason I did this casino is because Sayu said offhandedly in one session that if Denmari hadn't been a cleric, she would have been a gambler. So I was like, I'm curious what would be done, but I'm not gonna do anything on her end because, like you said, I don't know whether she'd be like very cautious with her money because she doesn't want to lose it, or she'd be like, oh, I have the chance to make more. So
Yeah.
I'll wait to see if Sayu stops by later what she would like to do. And then everybody please note down in your character sheet how many tokens you have. So like in your inventory, I just put it there so that you can keep track of how many you have and how many you're spending. And make sure to subtract the gold that you spent.
Oh, can I buy more tokens later?
Oh yeah, feel free to come back anytime.
Perfect.
I got 30 tokens.
Just to be clear, we can convert these tokens back into gold when we're done.
Oh yeah, of course. And she's gonna pull back a drawer in her, well, she's gonna unlock it and then pull it back. And you see that there's a drawer that's just full of like gold and platinum and silver and copper coins.
I stand between it and Denmari.
She sees the look in Denmari's eyes and quickly closes and locks it. Alright, the slot machines are just over there, and she's gonna gesture, and you see along the hallway lined against the wall are the different slot machines. So just let me know whoever is playing, and I'll tell you how it works.
I'm playing.
Okay, Suhan. Against the hallway, there are simple clockwork devices that accept tokens. There's a little sign that says a maximum of 10 coins can be inserted. Each has a spring-loaded lever and 5 identical spinning cylinders that display numbers. When the lever is pulled, the cylinders will stop and display 5 numbers, and 3 or more numbers need to match to win. So, what I'm gonna do for this is I forgot to check what dice you need to roll. Give me one moment, I forgot which dice I need to roll. Page 28. Alright, you're gonna roll me 5d6. And basically you're trying to get 3 or more numbers to match in your roll.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, no cigar. You got 5 different numbers.
Perfect.
So mark down, how many tokens did you put in? Just 1, right? Okay, just mark that off your inventory.
Okay.
Your punch card remains empty. Anybody else would like to try their hand at slots?
Hey, yeah, let me go next.
Alright, roll 5d6 for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet 5 gold.
Alright.
Doing some calculations on pen and paper.
Ooh.
Alright, you got 2 4s, but not enough.
Yep.
I mean, one of us just needs to win, right?
Yeah,
Suhan will go
turn,
and get 10 more tokens.
Alright, make sure to mark 10 gold off your inventory and add 10 tokens.
Okay. August, did you want to go, or?
No, you can keep going.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna keep going until we win then.
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go! Oh!
You win! Alright, I'm assuming you just bet 1 token?
Yes.
Alright, you are going to hear a little whirring noise from the machine, and a little slot is going to come out holding 2 tokens. So mark that down in your character sheet. And an attendant is going to come over and reach out their hand for the punch card that August is holding.
Okay, I'll hold it out for her to stamp it.
She'll go ahead and place her hand underneath it to make sure it's stable, and then stamp it with a little check mark on the slot circle. Alright, where would you guys like to head next?
I like to follow the order.
Yeah, just follow the order. Obsidian's favor.
Alright, let me check where that one is. Alright, Obsidian's favor is the lower left room.
Lower left.
Alright. You all gather around one of the tables, and there is a ghostly dealer there who welcomes you all in and explains the game to you. So I'm gonna go ahead, maybe I'll just take a screenshot also so you guys have it as reference. So give me a moment.
Hi Gail, thanks for the raid.
Yay.
Thank you for the raid, Gail. Welcome in, raiders. Hello. You're currently playing D&D. I hope you guys had a fun time on Gail's stream. Oh, I keep going to the wrong place. Alright, there we go. Then if I click this, there we go. Alright, So, the steps of this game are to place your bet, which is stating the number of tokens you want to bet, and the house will collect that from you. And you roll 2d6. If they add to a 7 or 12, you win the game.
Sure, August, y'all want to go? Or
What's the payout?
what's that?
Like what's the payout if you win it?
Let me double check. I forgot which source I got this from. You will win back double.
Okay. Okay, that's actually EV positive, so
Oh my gosh. You're calculating
Uh,
things. I'm just doing it for
I'll-
the thrill.
I'll put in 5.
All right.
Yeah,
Did Mari's
I'll
like
also put in 5.
peering over August's notes that he's scribbling on her? She's like, All right. So August betting 5, Ashera betting 5. Is Suhan betting anything?
I'm betting 2.
All right. Let me note that down for myself. And then everybody roll me 2d6. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, nice try, got it.
All right. So, Ashera, subtract 5 tokens from your inventory. August, do the same. And Suhan, you have won a total of 4. So add 2 into your inventory.
Plus 2. 2? Wait, what?
Because
I
you
add
want, if you already subtracted it, then add 4. I don't know if I'm being confusing, sorry.
2. Okay, no, you're good. Okay, got it.
All right. The house will reach over and stamp August's card for Obsvity's favor.
Are you done? Next game. Friend of luck.
Friend of luck.
Give me 1 second. Let me put this up. All right. As you enter the room, which is the teal room on the top left, you see that there is a tabletop track set up in the middle. And you see that there are 5 rats waiting to be released. So the rats are lettered A, B, C, D, and E, and you're basically betting on the rats. If your rat is in first place, you get double your bet back. If your rat is in second place, you get half your bet back. And all the other places, you lose your tokens. So let me also say, let's do it this way. I'll note down the number of tokens you're betting, and then after the game's over, I'll tell you whether you should subtract or add from it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So,
I bet our
Ashera-
rat Steve. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Ashera's betting on rat A. She's gonna bet all her remaining tokens. She's gonna talk to the rat and be like, oh my god, you can do this.
This, in terms of winning the, like, in terms of getting the stamp, we only have to put 1 chip on each of the rats, and then we guarantee the stamp.
Each person can only bet on 1 rat.
Yeah, but we've got more than 5 people with us.
That's true. We can all
Oscar,
bet on a different rat.
yeah, Oscar and Alberich did not accept any tokens. Oscar, because he literally, he physically could not bring himself to, and Alberich was like, I think it would be irresponsible of me to gamble when I'm supposed to be watching over you all.
What if we give them a token? Would they accept tokens from us?
Yeah. Well,
Specifically
Albert.
to avoid the like. I'll make the argument to Oscar that we're actually not gambling by doing this. We're guaranteeing the outcomes.
Yeah.
All we're really doing is spending
It's certainty. It's not.
Yeah, we're spending like 3 tokens to get a guaranteed stamp.
August, I've been friends with you and Roy for years. You're not tricking me into this. You have 5 of you besides me. I just don't make me do this.
I mean, I think Debari would be down if we just give her
Yeah.
a token.
But I feel like she'd be like, if I win, then I get the money.
Yes, whatever.
Yeah,
I give her my token.
Okay, who bets on which rat?
I'll do A.
Ashera did A.
Oh,
Sharon
I was
did A.
betting on A.
Oh, okay, I'll do B. I'm not fussed.
Alright.
I do see Denmari does D, because D for Denmari.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And then everybody tell me the amount that you are betting. Again, if you have already.
1
I'm
token.
gonna write it down and check.
Alright, and I assume you give Denmari and Alberic 1 token as well?
Yeah.
I'll do 2, and I'll give Denmari 2.
Alright. So, August, you give 1 to yourself and 1 to Alberic.
Okay. 13.
Alright.
Sure.
So, now what is going to happen is that very slowly I'm going to roll d4s for each rat to see where they are in the race. So, as we start off, the first 4 rats are neck and neck. But the last rat E, lags behind. Albert kind of just shrugs. He doesn't seem to be too fussed about it. And then, suddenly,
No.
the last rat starts to fall behind, and the second rat and third rat and fourth rat begin to pull forward. The last rat is attempting to catch up, but is still a little bit behind. Rat A and Rat E are now neck and neck, which is Ashera's rat and Albert's rat. Let me write something down for myself. Alright, and then as we finish, let me total these. Rat A, D, and E, Ashera's, Denmari, and Albert's rats try and they huff and they can't get to the finish line. Rats B and C are neck and neck, and at the last second, August's rat pulls to the front. So, that means Suhan, you are going to remove 3 tokens from your inventory because you won back half your bet and Denmari lost her bet. And then August, you are not going to remove anything because you bet 2 and gained back 2 between you and Albrecht. And then Ashera, you are going to lose 20 tokens.
Yeah, Ashera's gonna talk to the rat and just be like, "It's okay, little buddy, you tried your best."
He's gonna look up at you with his big old eyes, huffing after his razor. He's like, squeak, squeak. All right. Let me clear my notes. And an attendant, the one running the rat race, will punch August's card for a run of luck.
I might have to go get some more coins. I have lost every single game so far. Ashera's luck seems to be terrible this entire campaign.
Alright, how many tokens do you want to get? And I assume Suhan will accompany you to retrieve that.
Yeah. Actually, Ashera, do you want 5? I have 10 in total so far.
Yes.
Or do you want? Yeah? Okay, I'll give you
Let's
5.
just do it like that.
Alright, so then Suhan subtract 5 from your inventory and Ashera add 5. I assume we're moving on to the next game?
Yep.
Alright. The next game is Life and Death, which is located in the blue room on the bottom right. So this is when the turns start getting a little bit harder on the games. So you guys are gonna sit around this circular table. Go ahead and put yourselves where you think you'd be. Alberich and Oscar are gonna watch from back here. All right. And then let's say the dealer is over here. So, life and death is you versus the house. Up to 5 players can sit at the table, but your only real opponent is the house. So everyone's going to place their bet individually, and the turns will go clockwise from the dealer. So it will be August, Ashera, and Suhan. On your turn, you're going to roll a d20, and the dealer will also roll a d20. If you roll higher than the dealer, you win. You reclaim your bet and win the same amount from the house. Basically, you win double. You can push your luck if you win a turn. You can bet again, and you can bet everything you just won and roll again. So basically, if you push your luck, you can quadruple your winnings. If you roll lower than the dealer wins. And if you tie with the dealer, you have 2 options. You can surrender and lose half your bet, or go to war and double your bet. And you and the dealer will both roll again. So let's start with August. How much are you betting?
Do we each roll against a separate dealer roll, or does the dealer roll once against all of us?
The dealer rolls for each of you. So there will be 3 different rolls from the dealer. I will also say you can use your inspiration for these rolls, Indy.
Oh. In that case. I'll bet 10 then.
All right. Then go ahead and roll a straight d20 into the Roll20 chat.
And I'll add my d8 to it.
Mm-hmm.
D8, D20. Dang. It was almost a 20 and then it fell over.
Okay.
God.
Oh, gosh.
You have tied with the dealer. You have 2 options. You can surrender and lose half your bet, or you can go to war and double your bet. So your 10 would become a 20. What would you like to do?
I guess I will go to war.
All right, your bet is doubled to a 20. Go ahead and roll another 1d20 for me. All right, you
Nice.
win. You win back 40 tokens, August. So, oh my god, mathematics.
And
You
that-
got 20 from the
So
house.
worth it.
Yeah. Does that punch the card, or do we all need to win to punch the card?
Yes, that will punch the card. The dealer will reach over and punch your card for life and death. Would you guys still like to play or move on to the next room?
I'd rather move on, so I will skip.
Yeah, we both only have 5 gold.
All right. The last one. I will say, before you go into the 3-dragon anteroom, an attendant will stop you with a warm smile. Just so you know, the bets get raised in this game, so you might want to come in with some more tokens. Otherwise, you might have to forfeit during the game.
How much do you recommend
gosh.
having on hand?
I think probably at least 50. More than that
Oh,
if
God.
you can, but at least 50, I think.
Alright, Ashera,
Oh no,
let's go.
we only have 100, or I only have 100. I guess that's okay.
I mean, one of us needs to win, right? How about... How many games are left?
This is the last game.
Oh. And we can switch it back into gold, right?
Yes.
I will take out 50.
All right, go ahead and remove 50 gold from your inventory and add 50 tokens.
Let's look.
is really hesitating. At this point, she really doubts her luck. After losing like 3 or 4 games in a row.
Oh.
How does the next game work?
Give me 1 second. I'm popping something on the stream for it.
Sure.
And also that one card I pulled from the deck of many things was a double.
Oh, Asher's RNG. Alright. So, Suhan got 50 tokens. How many does August have?
I've currently got 45 tokens, and I'll take out another 30.
Alright, so you're going to have 75 total. So subtract 30 gold, and you should have a total of 75 tokens. Asher, are you taking out any more?
I think I'm actually gonna give the 5 tokens that Suhan gave me. I'm gonna give it back to him.
Alright. So, Suhan, did you previously have 50 or 55 tokens?
I previously had 55.
Alright, so you're up to 60 now, and August is at 75. Let me show you Three Dragon Ante. So, Three Dragon Ante is located in the top right, the last room, the Crimson Room. And same as the last one, the order matters, so go ahead and place yourselves around the circle in the middle for the people that are playing. Three Dragon Ante's goal is to have the highest total for a dice roll. You will secretly roll 5d12s, so either do this physically, or like in a separate like tab, you can just do like roll 5d12s and Google will give you something. For each round of the game, you will reveal one of those d12s. So, the house is a dealer. The dealer will set the opening bet for a certain number of gold. Each player should secretly roll 5d12s. This is your hand. Keep your hand hidden from other players. The dealer starts and the turns continue clockwise. On your turn, reveal 1 dice roll. Starting the second round, you may raise the original bet. Players after you must master your bet or raise the bet, or they will have to forfeit, dropping out of the game. Once all the dice rolls are revealed, all players who are still in the game total their roll. The highest total wins. Does that make sense?
So we roll 5d12, and then we reveal what we've got each time, like 1 dice at a time, and raising bets each time. Okay.
Yeah. It's basically you're weighing like how high you rolled and seeing what other people are doing and seeing if you want to continue when people are raising the bet or if it's better for you to drop out early.
So really strategically, if we're all playing as a group, we never want to raise up. We only ever want to check to try and get the stamp, right?
I also think I need to do something real quick. So I'm gonna AFK for like 5-10 minutes. Do you guys want me to go on the BRB screen or do you want to chat here?
Oh, I need to have a bathroom break.
Alright, we'll go ahead and
BRB screen
take
it
our
is.
break now and we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys.
Hooray.
See you soon! Thanks for waiting, everybody. We are back. We are going to be playing 3 Dragon Ante. Just realized my Chrome cut is a little off, so let me fix that. Do you guys understand how the game works?
I think so.
Is the total that we're trying to get? It's the total of all 5 of our dice.
Yeah, basically the end result.
Yeah. Okay. Why is it 3 dragon then?
I have no clue. And 3 Dragon Ante is like a card game. And this is the version they adapted to D&D.
I see.
All right. August, can you put yourself around the circle?
Oh yes, sorry.
You're
I'm
fine.
currently hidden underneath all of the notes.
All right. So the order will be the dealer, August, and Suhan. So the dealer is going to set the opening bet to be 15. So everybody will have to go ahead and bet that.
15, did you say?
Yes. For this game, let's have you take it out of your inventory as you're betting.
Okay.
So go ahead and take 15 tokens out of your inventory. All right. Then everybody secretly roll 5d12s. Don't show me your roll. And a reminder, you don't have to reveal them in any particular order. It's however you choose. And I'm screen sharing because I have a little chart up that shows everybody revealing their roles so that it's easier for us to keep track of. August and Suhan. All right. The dealer is going to start. They're going to start by revealing a 4. And then the turn is to August.
Okay, so how I reveal? Do I just tell you what one
Yeah,
of my dice
you just
is?
say what it is. In RP, you'd be like flipping over your dice or card.
Okay. First one is a 9.
All right. Suhan.
Does it have to be higher than the number, or can it be lower?
You are just revealing any one of your numbers.
Oh, okay.
It can be lower. Like if you have a high total but have a couple of low dice in it, then you might reveal the low dice to get people to bet in more, and then you trick them and win more. But in this case, I don't know that it really matters because we're just trying to win any. It doesn't really matter that.
Suhan will reveal an 8.
All right. And the dealer will pause before his turn and think for a little bit. And he's going to raise the bet to 20. And then he's going to reveal another 4. It is August's turn. First, are you going to match the bet? You can also raise it.
So the bet's raised to 20 or by 20?
It is raised to 20.
Okay, I'll match.
All right. And then reveal a roll.
My next one is 5.
All right. Suhan, would you like to match, raise, or forfeit your bet?
I'm gonna match it.
All right.
Suhan reveals an 8.
All right. The dealer is not going to raise the bet. He is going to reveal a 3. August.
Hold on, let me just see what's been revealed. One moment.
I have it in screen share.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the stream to load properly.
Oh, yeah, you're
So,
fine.
okay, I will raise the bet by... I'll raise it another 20 to 40.
All right.
Sorry, Suhan's second roll was a 2.
Oh, oops, thank you. And then go ahead and reveal a dice, August.
Oh, next dice is another... where's my window? Another 9.
Suhan.
Suhan. Matches? Do I have to match August's bet?
Yeah. So you'll have to submit
Okay.
another 20 tokens.
You can fold. You can fold.
Yeah,
I know
you
that
can
I'm winning
forfeit.
this.
What?
I know that I know that I'm beating the dealer
How do you know that?
because the number of rolls that the dealer has left is not enough to hit my total.
Oh my god, the math is crazy. Oh, but I want to play for fun, so I'm gonna match it and give my. How much do I subtract?
20.
So in total, we have subtracted 20?
In total, 40.
So the total bet is currently 40.
Okay, got it. I think.
All right. And what dice are you revealing?
I am revealing an 11.
I'm so sorry to stream about that noise. My rabbit is... I don't know. He's doing something. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I actually don't hear anything.
It won't appear on Discord, but on stream it will because the noise suppression's lower.
Oh.
All right. The dealer will frown, but he will match August's bet and then reveal an 11. August.
I'll raise up again. I may as well go all in, actually. I'll just take it to 75.
All right. And what are you revealing?
Next dice is an 8.
Suhan, I believe you do not have 75.
No, I don't. I'm out of
Well,
here.
to make it easier, rather than raising it to 75, I can just I can put it to however much Suhan has, if you want.
I have 20 left.
So
It'd be 60.
you had a total of 60, right? Okay, so I'll make it a total of 60 rather than going all in.
Yeah,
All right.
Simplify the math.
Suhan.
Yeah. Suhan reveals a 12.
All right. And I'm assuming you match the bet?
Yes.
The dealer will also match your bet. And he will reveal an 8. So his total was a 30. August?
I won't raise the bet anymore because there's no point. I will reveal my last dice is a 12.
And what was your total?
43.
Wow. And Suhan?
Suhan's last one was a 12, and the total was 45.
Whoa! All right. Suhan wins. Suhan, you get 180 tokens.
Yay!
And the dealer will reach over and punch the last spot in your card.
Does
Now I
anything
get to
happen?
be the big boss.
Oh.
I should probably cash in first.
Yeah,
me-
so I have how many? 160?
180. Give me 1 second, I'll be right
180.
back.
Okay. Except divisible by 4. Yes, it is. It's 45. I will cash it in and give y'all 45 gold.
Nice, you're gonna have to hold on to mine.
Oh, yeah, right.
But
Will
I'll
do.
push it up on my character sheet.
Sounds good.
I guess you would just like put it in my bag that you have.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that. Just had to grab a tissue real quick. I heard you say that you were trading in the tokens and that everybody got 45.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and add that on for Denmari. Oh, mathematics. 368. She had so much. Plus 45.
Suhan is
Oh my
a
gosh,
real
she's
team
loaded.
player.
Yay.
I feel like we're all team players other than Murray.
Denmari is a team player except for gold.
True.
As you all finish up at the reception desk, the attendant that you first saw appears behind you and he gives you all a big smile. Good job! You all finished the challenge. It's time for you to meet Mr. Osterwell.
Mr. Osterwell, as in the founder of the academy.
Yes, Mr. How do I say his name? Paldrissus?
I don't know. Didn't even come up with a pronunciation for it.
Yes,
That's
Mr.
how you like it.
Paldrissus Osterwell, the founder of Osterwelt Academy.
August is going to turn to Alberich and Oscar with a kind of confused look on his face.
Oscar's jaw is dropped wide open. His eyes are bugged out. He's like, what? And Albert just kind of shrugs. He's like, I've seen weirder things. Fear not, me boy. If it's the founder of the university, I'm sure that he's a good man. Sure, he'll help us out with whatever's going on.
surely.
The attendant
That
takes you
just raised the flag.
to the room that's at the far end of the hall. He takes out a big key and unlocks it and ushers you all in. The office is a spacious room, longer than it is deep. Go ahead and place yourselves in that last room up at the top. Immediately in front of you, you see a faux bear rug spread across the floor and a fanciful wooden desk behind it. Occupying a beautiful cushy chair is the ghostly figure of an old human man. He's wearing a sharp pinstriped suit with a fedora. On his lap is a small cat, he is petting. His face seems carefully neutral as you all enter, and the attendant closes the door behind you. Did I just hear a roll, or am I going crazy?
No, I heard that too. Was it a soundboard?
I don't know. I was like, oh, somebody rolled, and I looked over and I didn't see anything, and I was like, huh? Okay. My name is Aldirsis Osterwelt. Welcome to the casino.
Nice. Do we call you headmaster or professor or?
He gives a small chuckle. I suppose that headmaster would be fitting. It has been some time since people have, oh my god, I'm so screen sharing, have given me, providing me that title, but I would not mind hearing it again.
It's nice to meet you, Headmaster. Why this?
Well, first, with introductions, I take it that some of you do not know me. He says, looking at Dunmari, Suhan, and Asher. I am the founder of Osterwelt Academy. And what all of you may not know, now looking to the group as a whole, is that I'm also a humble follower of Opsvite. I created the Academy 450 years ago to encourage knowledge, exploration, and the betterment of Priadan. I wanted the best for Priadan and his people. I traveled far and wide to learn more about magic and about gods. In return, the crown silenced me. I was buried here, along with many of my fellow scholars. I found some solace in knowing that I could still watch the Academy and its students, and I provided plenty of entertainment for my fellow spirits here.
So, where did the spirits come from? What are the spirits?
They are the ghosts of the other students, alumni, professors that have been buried here.
Oh.
Are you also a ghost?
Yes. Although he kind of lifts up his hand and pulls off the glove. And you can see that it seems like it's mainly his face. It seems more solid than the other people. His hand does appear ghostly. I am a bit stronger than some of the other ghosts due to circumstances, but still, I am a ghost. And he, to prove his point, kind of waves his hand between his head and you can see that it passes through.
Nice. So, do you know more about what we're down here to investigate?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. You are here to investigate something?
Yes. Experiments in the lower parts of the academy have been going awry, and it seemed to be due to something emanating from the catacombs. So we came down this way, following some of the other professors. Have you seen them?
Yes, there was a group that had come by here earlier. I believe it was Dirvik, Helmenelair, Foam, and Rosanhi. Albert perks up when he hears the names of his colleagues. What happened to them? Where did they go? Well, we spoke for a little bit, but it seems that we cannot see quite eye to eye in some things, so I sent them to the next floor.
What's on the next floor?
Oh, I don't really know, but I sent them along their way.
Why?
And August, roll me an
I
insight
think they
check.
want to go to the next floor.
Insight, August's worst nemesis.
Oh.
Can I try as well, just to see if he's lying?
Yeah.
Oh wait, forgot I could just click.
Can I try as well?
I tried the
Yes.
+7 and
Where's...
I rolled so low with my +7.
Yeah!
Okay. So, August and Ashera also got the sense that something was off with how he responded. He no longer was talking as smoothly. He kind of paused and fumbled over his words a little. So something flagged that was wrong, but you couldn't tell exactly what. Suhan, paying careful attention with the manner he has been speaking, you can tell that he's definitely lying about not knowing what's in the floor next to him. And with his wording, it sounds like he knows what it is and that he purposefully sent the other group there when they didn't agree with him. Like, it seems like there was something dangerous on the next floor that he sent them to.
What did you disagree about?
Oh, I have been working on something recently that they didn't seem too happy with, but I don't think it's really much of the living's business to interfere with what the dead is doing.
Was it the cause of the disruption to the experiments upstairs?
He's gonna pause and examine his nails. Well, I don't know exactly what's causing anything going on up there, but I have been working on something with great magical potential.
Does it have anything to do with time magic?
Time magic? No, I haven't done anything with that.
Just double checking, didn't we, like, before, like, we were able to sense or detect magic, that there was, like, some sort of time magic or something?
I think...
Yeah, in the carpeted floors.
Yeah.
So, now, detect magic, how long does it stay up?
As long as you concentrate on it, so it's 10 minutes to cast, and just pull up the spell description.
To cast it as a ritual, I think you can use a spell slot to just cast it instantly.
Yeah,
Right.
so casting it as a ritual is 10 minutes, and it lasts up to 10 minutes.
Alright. So, do you want to cast it again now, August?
Probably, well... yeah, okay, I'll do it, but I won't do it ritual, I'll just use a spell slot for it.
Alright. You can tell before that the feeling of godly magic had been growing, and specifically of chronoplanar magic. Now you feel it all around you. Partially, you feel it within every ghost, which makes sense to you because you probably don't experience time in the exact same way that humans do. I'm sorry, not humans, people do. But also all around you, just in the air of all these rooms that you've been in, the room that you are in now, you have a thick, palpable air of chronoplanar magic. And below you, you sense magic, but the type is shifting between all the schools of magic, kind of emanating from the carpet below you. Something far below.
You said you were a follower of Ops Vitae. Does he have any presence in this area? We're investigating more broadly things that are affecting the gods.
He's gonna narrow his eyes a little for a moment, and as quickly as he does, the expression leaves his face back into the practice neutrality. Investigating something with the gods. Interesting. What are you investigating?
Well, a bunch of the gods seem to be getting affected by a corruption or a weakening, and so we're trying to investigate what the source is.
I see. Well, obviously there's Ops Vitae all around us. He gestures to the casino and the walls around you. All of this is an offering to Ops Vitae in honor of them. And I'm in common communication with them now that I have passed all these years. I've been nurturing my connection with the divine, and I can assure you that nothing is going awry with Ops Vitae.
Can we insight check that one?
Yep.
He did say it smoothly, but I still don't trust him.
You can tell, especially with how high your roll was, it's not exactly that everything he said was true. He believes that it is true, though. But something about it doesn't quite match up with the knowledge that you guys have.
When did you last hear from Ops Vitae directly?
A few minutes ago.
And what did Ops Vitae tell you?
They were informing me that you all were arriving here.
I guess I'm gonna ask if did Otsute tell you like anything else, but like specific, like that you should tell us?
No, I don't meddle too much in their business. So, but I'm sure if there was something important, they would have informed me. So, no, I really think they're fine.
It just seems a bit strange to me that a god would just casually help you out and just tell you that people are coming without any other sort of purpose behind it.
Well, sure, if you've got a more casual connection with your gods. But I've cultivated my connection with Opsite for 400 years.
I see.
Does Ops Vitae tell you about everyone that comes down here, or just us?
People usually don't come down here. The golems are usually enough to ward off anybody bothering to try. They did tell me about the other professors stopping by.
So what do we do here? Do we try to extract more information, or?
I don't even know what information we're looking for.
I was thinking of asking him for a tour of the next floor.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I have like
he's there
trauma
with us.
from playing the Elden Ring, and then there's like the guy you talk to who's like kind of shifty, and then he closes the door behind you and you walk in the room, and
Oh,
then you start getting beat up by someone. I almost feel nervous about just leaving him here and just leaving. Or
because
going
it seems
down
like we
there.
don't want to get on his bad side.
Well,
I'll
I don't think
let
there's any
me
harm in asking.
really disagree.
We can ask him for a tour of what's downstairs.
Okay.
If he says no, we can go without him.
We
So,
could try to figure
Professor,
out what he was doing that the professors didn't like.
Yeah. Actually, Professor, can you kind of tell us what the project was that you're working on?
I would love to, but you understand. All creators, inventors are rather close to their heart with their work in progress and projects. So, unfortunately, I can't divulge the details, only that it will be wonderful.
So did the professors that came down here before just figure it out on their own or something?
Figure what out?
Why was it
what you were
that
planning.
why was it the other professors didn't agree with what you were doing?
Yeah, did you just tell them or did they just figure out?
Well, they seemed to be intellectuals, so I divulged some more information with them, trusting them as fellow inventors, which is why I'm a little more cautious now, because they took advantage of that information.
I see. Well, honestly, I probably don't have an invested interest in whatever you're doing. As long as it has nothing to do with us.
Oh yes, you has nothing to do with you all.
Well, can you show us to where the other professors are? Like, can you give us a tour downstairs?
Of course not. Oh my gosh. 2 of you are students, 1 a professor of our esteemed university. I could never take you to the next floor. You all should head back.
But you sent 4 other professors to the next floor.
Yes, but they're stronger than you are. I didn't have to worry too much about them. After all, their disagreements, insisting that the thing was not necessary, I had to make sure that they understood to see it in person. You all don't need to go through that. You should head back.
Yeah, I technically don't know what you dealt with detect magic. So I have no clue what they expect on there.
Even just from what he's saying.
Yeah, it definitely sounds bad.
I guess I'll turn to Alveric and ask, what do you think, Professor?
He's gonna give you a frown. You can tell not towards you, but towards the situation, and then address Osterwell. We're no fools. You can tell that you're hiding something from us, and I, for one, have come to retrieve my colleagues. So, I would request that you take us to them. It doesn't matter, but it is dangerous. We'll do our best to retrieve them. These students and other travelers are my wards, and I will make sure that no harm comes to them. Osterwell is going to shake his head a bit more aggressively. I really don't want to do this. I think you all ought to go back where you came from.
I'm not sure that we can. Not without kind of finding the answers to what we're investigating down here. I mean, ghosts came to tell me to come here.
Not to mention that what we're investigating has to do with the entire continent.
I assure you that I have the continent's best interests in heart. I have for centuries. And lately, there's been a gnawing feeling in the back of my head as the memories come back to me of the day I was wronged, of how the people of this continent, Apeda, should have been helping me, but betrayed me instead. It's been centuries, but lately it is all I can think about. I've been sitting here idly as people like that are allowed to survive and thrive. And I hope that you all are not those kinds of people. So I hope that you will go back to the university and not come back here again.
I think actually we may be on the same side. When we started this journey and began our investigation, someone from the Crown family was seeking to stop us.
That is true. It was somebody named Princess. Or at least they signed their stuff that.
So whatever the Crown are doing, we're more likely to be your allies.
Tell me more about your journey.
So we were recruited by agents of Amorsho to investigate this corruption that's affecting the gods. And we were sent to various parts of Priadan to...
I'm gonna stop you real quick there, August, because you notice as you say agents of Amorsho, a look of fury flashes across his face. It's up to you if you want to keep going or not, but I wanted to note that.
Ashera would try and cut in and be like, wait, we don't trust the Amorsho.
Yeah, let me finish.
Yeah.
So we were investigating these locations, and we found that what Amorsho had been conveying to us was not entirely true, and we think that there's a plot underway in which the Crown family may be involved to weaken the various gods in service of perhaps starting another war, or potentially someone trying to become a god in the way that some of the newer gods ascended at the end of the last Great War. So now we're trying to investigate who's behind it all and stop them.
So you say that you are no longer working with Amorsho, but are still on the quest that she requested. Which god is watching over you now?
I suppose, if anything, it would be Trulla, but we're sort of not working for any one god.
He did talk to Trulla, and I feel like we are more aligned with what they said. And they seem to be significantly more truthful.
He looks angry again, and he points at Denmari. It's like, that is a follower of Trulla, I can tell. And Denmari's like, yes. Then he points at Oscar. He says, I can tell that you two are a follower of some kind of god. Which god? And I believe Indy Oscar's is Sintrison?
Sintrison, yeah.
Sintrison, sir. And... one second, Nabu. Sorry. Sintrison, you say. And Trulla. And Amorsho. And he leans back in his chair.
Mainly a follower of the Tanima.
He allows the cat to hop up onto the desk, and he leans back in his chair and crosses his fingers. Well, this simply won't do. So many gods here, ready to meddle with Obsvate's affairs? Well, as a devout follower, I just can't let this be. And August, Suhan, and Ashera, you feel the ground give way.
Of course.
Your feet.
Oh gosh.
Wait, can I turn into an animal real quick and fly?
Yes.
I will cast Featherfall as a reaction, so all of us can float.
Okay.
As far as I know, we actually can't wild shape into flying creatures.
Oh,
really?
At a certain level.
Not until later levels.
Oh darn. Okay.
Okay.
But you all have
Think I
feather
will.
fall, so you're falling but floating down.
Perfect.
And then Oscar's going to, they didn't get caught in the hole, but Oscar's going to cast Featherfall on him and Albridge, and they're going to jump after you. And as you guys float down, you find yourselves in what seems to be previously a chapel of some kind. Oddly, there is warm light pouring out what seems to be windows, but you can tell that it's not daylight. It must be something artificial. And you see that there are 4 bodies leaned against each other on one of the pews. You can see their chests are rising and falling, but everyone seems to be knocked out cold. August, Oscar, and Albrecht can recognize these as 4 professors from the university. Albrecht, as soon as he steps down, rushes over to his colleagues to check on them. There is Dervik, a female Arakra with white and tawny feathers. Talmenalair, a male emerald dragonborn. Foam, a female water genasi with blue skin and green-white curly hair. And Ruzanhi, a female high elf with blonde hair and pale skin. You recognize that her pink robes match a scrap of fabric you saw on the 3rd floor of the catacombs. And directly in front of you, as you see it on those stairs up there, you see a slot machine. As you take it in, you hear a deep rumbling sound and the floor begins shaking. You quickly realize that this is coming from the slot machine as it comes to life with mechanical whirring noises. Hands and legs shoot out from the machine and a spherical head rotates into place as an eye locks its sight onto you.
Oh gosh, it's a mecha.
Casino mecha.
All right, give me a second to set up the initiative. I need to clear it from the last time. I always forget this.
Thank you for the hydrate, Shizu.
Thank you, Shizu.
Hydrate!
All right, everybody go ahead and roll your initiative.
Shut up.
Oh, I didn't need to drive myself one. There I go. I rolled a 20.
Give me a second as I roll everybody else's, because Albert and Oscar, previously having taken a step back, seem to understand the severity of the situation and are preparing to join you in this battle. And it's gonna be hard because I'm running
That's
along.
good because I'm fairly injured already in the last fight.
I am running a lot of characters, so there will be some more pauses during this combat. I see
This is very much like Dark Souls boss music.
Yeah. And then Albert. So 12. And let me add. August also got a 12. Let's see whose modifiers are higher. Right? And Suhan. Who rolled a 16. Alright, I think everybody is on here. So, Shara, it is your turn first. As you look upon the machine, you see that it seems quite beaten up. It seems like the professors were able to do damage to it before they went down. And you note that before it woke up, it seems like the machine was resting from the battle. And as it starts clunking towards you all, you see that the machine drops 5 tokens onto the ground. And you notice that there are 2 token slots on its front.
Oh. 2 token. Wait, I redeemed all of my tokens though.
It has dropped 5 tokens onto the floor as it's walking forward.
Does it appear to be acting with hostility towards us, or is it just walking?
At the moment, it's just walking, but you get the sense from what Osterwald had been saying that this was a project he had been working on, and the dangerous thing he had sent the other professors to.
Suhan will go pick up the 5 tokens. And there's 2 slots, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 slots in the front.
Suhan puts 2 coins in each slot. 1
All
coin
right.
in each slot.
Go ahead and move yourself to like the front of the machine.
Oh. Where are you?
So, the tokens that you see dropped are symbols of the following: fire, lightning, water, acid, and a sword. Tell me which 2 tokens you're going to put into it.
Water and sword.
Okay, give me a second. You watch as a pump snakes out from the back of the machine. Also, wait, was it Ashera's turn? Wait, I think it was Ashera's turn.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, right?
That's okay. We'll say you do that on your turn. Ashera, what do you do on yours?
Oh, I was just gonna try and melt this thing down with heat metal.
Okay.
Just concentration, so like every single turn I think it will do damage again.
Alright.
Let me put it in chat. So I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level for 3d8 damage.
Alright. I'm not gonna have it roll the Constitution saving throw because it just is that, right? So just go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, there's no I don't think there's a save.
Yeah,
It just takes 3d8 damage.
Yeah. Sorry, I meant like because the thing is like if it's holding or wearing the object, it takes damage from it, and so I was like because it just is the object, it's going to automatically take the 3d8.
Yeah.
All right, it is going to take 4 damage.
Oh gosh, yes. Resistance.
Yeah.
All right.
What were the 5 tokens you said?
There was.
Is anybody hurt, by the way?
Indeed, there was fire, lightning, water, acid, and sword.
Actually, instead of... I had nothing I can do with my bonus action. I just realized. I think I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
Alright. And then, Suhan, for your turn, you insert 2 tokens and see the pump sneak out from behind the machine. We'll go to... You also have... Let's see. You have 10 feet of... 15 feet of movement left over, but know that if you move, you will get an opportunity attack.
Okay. Like the mecha can attack me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Alright. August.
I guess August will back up. How do I do the measure? Okay. And then I will fire off a lightning launcher, I suppose.
Alright.
Once I find where that is on my sheet.
Oh gosh, I forgot I can summon my bear spirit as a bonus.
That does not
feels like
hit.
a miss.
Totem.
And then second attack. Also a miss.
That does not hit.
I'll roll the 1.
And then I don't have anything to do with the bonus action because Hobart is currently in pieces.
Weep.
So I guess that's all for my turn.
Okay. This is important. How long does Featherfall last?
It ends when we hit the ground, but
All right.
otherwise for a minute.
It is the slot machine's turn. The pump is going to snake out towards you, Suhan, and with a whoop, it's going to suction onto your head. Give me a dexterity saving throw to see if you can avoid it or escape.
Sure. Saving throw. Oh no.
Oh gosh.
That does not pass. Sorry, I just realized I forgot to
Okay.
write its DC
Oh, no.
down for myself. Alright. Suhan, you feel the vacuum
Yes.
suction onto your head and you are lifted into the air. The machine picks you up and the pump continues extending until you're against one of the frames that are over here. I'm going to move you for this. And it's going to slam you against them. And you're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
D8. What
So
do I do
that's
with the
6
bludgeoning?
damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Where is my hand?
It's going to keep moving on its turn. Ooh, this is not letting me move it correctly. Give me a second. It's going to move up to Albert and Oscar. It is now Albert's turn. First, he is going to cast what is Sanctuary? I forget what it does.
Makes someone invulnerable. But they also can attack.
I don't think that's what Sanctuary. Is that what Sanctuary does?
Yeah, is that?
It's something like that. I can find the.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature targets a warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. Creature must make any target or lose. There. So he's going to reach back and tap Oscar's shoulder and grip him firmly to give him a warding. I'm going to put a symbol on him so I remember that. And then he is going to action surge to attack the machine in front of him with his axe.
Sanctuary's only a bonus action, so he'll have 2.
Oh, excellent. Okay. So actually then he will do 2 attacks with his sword. I mean his axe. Okay. The first one hit and crits. Can we roll that? Actually, you know what? I take that back. What he's going to do is he's going to cast Elemental Weapon to his axe, and then he's going to attack. I forgot he had that.
Oh yeah, the last part of the Sanctuary.
He's going to do 2d12 from the crit, and then from the elemental weapon an extra 1d4. Jesus Christ!
If it crits, it'll double the elemental weapon.
Oh,
Dice
it'll
as
double
well.
the element. Okay. Well, oh god! Okay, and let me double check. I believe those go on differently to the machine. Yes, it does. So it's going to take 3 damage and then 4, so 7 damage total. So with a grunt, Albert is going to bring his axe down, but finds that it doesn't do as much damage as he wanted to, and also still not as much damage as he expected. He's going to call back to you all. I feel like the machine's armor is pretty strong. It seems to be resistant to weapons.
What was the element that he had on it?
Water
He had
and sword.
Yeah, so
No, I mean on
Albridge
on,
had lightning effect on his axe, and the lightning damage went fully through, but the slashing damage from the axe did not go fully through.
Cool.
All right, Oscar. I just realized all my characters went in a row. That's crazy. All right. Oscar is going to call back to everyone. Is anybody hurt?
No, sir.
Mildly, but I'm okay for the moment.
Ashira, how out of character, how hurt are you?
I have 27 out of 43.
Okay. Let me check. What's the range on healing word? Anybody remember?
It's pretty far. It's like 60 feet or
Okay,
something.
excellent. So he is going to back up over here so that he can be away
Yeah, it's
from the
60
slot
Yeah, 60 feet.
machine. But then to Ashera, he's going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level. And let me roll how much you get back. Okay, you're gonna get Jesus Christ, what are my rolls? You get back 9 health points, Ashera.
Alright,
And it
that
is
puts me.
Ashera's turn.
Yeah. I don't know if the heat damage just happens on my turn or on his turn. The heat metal.
Let's go ahead and read it. You have to use your bonus action to make it cause damage again.
Oh, okay. So I'll use my bonus action for that, I guess.
Alright.
Nine, so 4, I think.
I'll round up, so it's gonna be 5.
Okay. And then I guess I'll do produce flame.
Alright.
So 17
17 to hit does
attack
not
and
hit.
13 fire. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, it has such high AC.
What?
Alright. It is. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spread out a little more.
Okay. Suhan, you are currently suctioned and dangling in the air. So for these purposes, we'll say that you can't move, your movement speed is 0, but you can cast spells if you want to.
He has like a tube sucking my head?
Yeah, and you're like lifted like 5 feet up off the ground.
Okay.
He's extracting
Can
your
I
brain.
cast Entangle?
Yes. Go ahead and send that for me.
Okay.
Alright, spell save DC. And it is a strength saving throw. Oh, yippee. I fails.
Yes.
I said yippee because it had like high strength and then I rolled so low it did not matter.
So yeah, the area of it is gonna have
Yes.
to be
So let
somewhere
me see.
up here.
There's gonna be a 20-foot square. Tell me the point you wanted to center at, Suhan. And you can measure this if you go to your ruler and click on it. Where it says shape, you can change it to square.
A square.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So-
I'll
A 20-foot
so-
square, a square with a 20-foot side, or a square
from
with a 20-foot radius?
I am interpreting it as from the point 20 feet in any direction.
Can you see this square?
Yes, you want it right there?
Yes.
Give me one. Oh my god, I just clicked a bunch of random things. Give me 1 second.
I think you should move it up a little bit
We're
because
up?
That's
yeah,
gonna
because
catch
Alberic is
us.
gonna be in there as well. But I mean,
Yeah, Albrecht is
Oh,
right
does-
against the machine right now.
Does he get entangled too?
He will also
Yeah,
have to
it
make a
doesn't-
strength saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll
The
wait for
vines
him
have
to
the
move then.
wires.
I'll do that later.
Okay,
Uh,
if you want, you can hold your action until Albrecht moves on his turn, and then you can cast.
Well, I was gonna say you could also cast it up here and then he would be caught, but it wouldn't stop the robot if he gets out from going towards us. So it's up to you.
I'll hold it for now. I will do guiding bolt.
All right.
Actually, no, sorry form. I'll do sorry form right here.
So just to clarify, if you do something else now, you won't be able to hold your action.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is like holding your, like, whatever you want to do, like basically pushing you later in the initiative order just for now.
got it. Okay, that's fine. I'll just hold it.
All right. We'll go to August.
I'll take another. I'll take another X feet back, and lightning launcher
All right.
again. Try and hit this time.
That hits.
Okay, and
All right.
8 lightning,
8 damage.
and then second attack.
My dog
That
is
hits.
snoring really loud.
Wow.
Plus an extra
Alright.
d6 from thing. So a total of 11 on the second attack.
All right. You've blasted it with a very decent amount of damage. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. On the machine's turn, it's going to use one of its levers to smack down on Albrecht's head. So it's going to roll to hit. It does not hit, but then to Suhan, it's going to slam you against the side again. And that is going to be another 2d8 of damage. So you're going to take 13 damage.
Oh no. I gotta break free.
On Albrecht's turn, knowing that you want to cast something, he's going to try to get out of the way, but he's going to take an opportunity attack from the machine. So it's going to roll for that. Oh, I dropped my dice somewhere! Oh my god. Oh, right. I found it and actually landed, so that hits. But it's going to roll its damage, which is 2d10. And Albrecht will take 8 damage, and I'm keeping track of that. Oh my god, I forgot how much. Albrecht has 148 HP. I forgot how much he
Oh
had.
my god.
Because
Gosh.
he's level 12.
A tank.
Alright. So, Suhan. Actually, first, let me see if he wants to. Okay, yeah. He's not gonna do anything. Suhan, if you want, you can now cast your Entangle.
I cast Entangle.
And I'm gonna use his previous strength saving throw to say that it failed. And because of that, it's also going to drop you onto the floor.
Oh, yippee.
Alright. And now, can you mark out the rectangle again where you want me to put it?
Also like this? Wait.
Yeah, make sure the guy's in it.
Okay, perfect.
Wait,
Thank
no,
you
that
so
gets-
much.
Hold up. Like that? Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe like
Wait, no, then
I
he
don't
gets
know if
caught.
Albrecht is still in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just 1 square higher.
why does it keep 1, 2, 3, 4?
There
Okay,
you go.
that's the one.
Perfect. Okay. We will do it like that. Perfect.
Here you go.
So if anyone enters that green area, you will also have to make a strength check.
And what does the
And-
entangle do? Where is that again?
It turns the area into difficult terrain. And when you're entangled, you have to make a strength check to escape.
A really cool thing in Pathfinder, if you're a druid, if there's stuff like that, that is, as long as it's natural, you can just walk through it freely.
So, for any of you
Strange.
to enter that, it's just difficult terrain, right? You don't have to make strength checks.
Oh no, I was saying it's in Pathfinder.
Oh no, I'm now talking about like the entangle thing in here, like me reading it. You guys just have to treat it as difficult terrain, right?
Let's do
No, I think even just walking through it, and you have to keep making strength.
no,
checks.
yeah, it's no, I think it's so it's difficult terrain for us to go in, but only the creatures in the area when the spell was cast have to get the restrained condition.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I understood. It's like it grew around them and now it's covering the floor. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to Oscar. Who?
So all
Mm.
attacks against it currently have have advantage. Its attacks have disadvantage. It has 0 movement speed.
He's going to go ahead and throw a firebolt at it. And he misses. Ashera, before your turn, you all see as the machine suddenly kind of stops, its whirring noises slow down, and it kind of sits into itself as you first saw it when you entered. And you still hear like whirring and clunking, and you even see a screwdriver coming out of its back and tightening some bolts. But currently its like head is back in its body. It seems to be stationary or resting. Ashera, it is your turn.
Yeah. I guess it's having a little trouble. Let's do the bonus action again. That should be another 5.
Alright.
I wonder if that has resistance to piercing damage.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the 2 tokens. Does that mean that it doesn't have resistance to sword and water?
Well,
Oh, the axe
Albert?
bounce off of it.
Oh no, maybe that
Yeah.
is what it has
Yeah.
resistance to.
Albert said it had resistance to his slashing damage, but what he said about that was it was how strong the metal was.
Because if it's resistant to fire, but it's not resistant to lightning.
Yeah.
But neither of those are.
I'm just trying to, because I can only do either a piercing or a fire attack. I'm gonna try out piercing with my short bow.
Alright, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move closer
Alright.
to where.
Oh yeah, you did attack with advantage. Never mind.
You're able to burn 5 more damage onto it. We'll go to Suhan now. You're now dazed but safely on the ground again.
What does dazed mean?
Just like, it's not like a D&D thing. That's just like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, from like the
Got it.
suctioning and the smacking.
Yeah.
I took a couple of your brain cells with it.
Can I do cure wounds on myself?
Yes.
Hey.
So I do a D8.
A D8 plus your mod.
What is my mod?
On the top of
Wisdom,
your
so
spells
plus
list, it should say
4, I think.
Oh,
it is wisdom, so it is going to be a +4, yes. So 1d8 plus 4. Alright, you heal back 7.
one D8 plus 4?
Oh yeah, +4.
7
So
total.
11.
Plus 4.
Okay. Okay, yay! 11.
And we've still got your
Great.
bonus action if there's anything you can do.
Perfect. We will do. Sorry for.
Whoa.
Starry form, I think you have to.
Oh, what happened
That's
here?
a spell, right?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
the class feature, yeah.
I can't remember what we
Um,
decided about
As
starry
a
form.
bonus action.
Yeah, but I can't
Bonus
remember if we
action.
decided starry form was a spell for the purpose that forecasting it. You know what? I think I'm mixing this up with Denmari's magic weapon thing. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then a 21 hits. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
And that is radiant damage. All right. Suhan, you sling an arrow at the machine, and you find that with surprised ease, it sinks into it, especially compared to what Albrecht had said about the metal seeming quite strong.
Oh.
Is that your turn? Would you like to move?
Where am I? Yeah, I'll move a little bit. I'll move on to this couch. Okay, that's it.
August.
Will lightning launcher.
All right, that hits. All right, 8 damage.
8 lightning. Second attack.
That hits.
And... Oh, ignore that. I just rolled with advantage, I think. Oh no, it rolled normally. So 5, and then plus another d6. 4.
All right. It is the slot machine.
and then
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
I-
Go ahead.
Don't think I have anything to do with bonus actions, so yeah, that's it.
Okay. The slot machine remains in place during its turn. It does not move. Alberich, I don't think I have anything I put on a stat block for him to do at the moment. We'll say...
He should have a crossbow of some kind, right?
I didn't give him one on a stat block, but we can say he has a crossbow. We'll have him roll for it. Would it be a heavy one or a light one, do you know?
Probably a light.
Got it. He will pull out his crossbow and roll to hit. And he somehow misses. Oh, Albert, no! He misses. It is Oscar's turn. He is going to, can I get a health check from Suhan and Deshira? How much HP are you guys at?
Yeah, I'm at 36 out of 43.
16.
Okay. He is going to cast Healing Word on Suhan again at the 2nd level. And you're going to heal back 11 hit points. And Ashera's turn. Ashera, at the start of your turn, everybody sees the machine start to whir to life again, its arms and legs extending one more, its head and eyes swiveling into place. Once again, 5 tokens drop out from its side.
I wonder if the tokens have to be used or not.
Yeah, well, let's see what
That's what I
happens
was
when we don't
thinking
use them.
Alright, it is Ashera's turn.
Right. Bonus action, fire. Oh wow.
Alright. That does 8 damage.
Right. And then Cher's just like, screw it, I guess. He's got enough fire will melt him. Even if he's resistant. So that's a 23 to hit.
A 23 hits, and that is 6 damage. Alright. We continue burning the machine down. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Suhan.
Mm-hmm. Suhan will cast Guiding Bolts.
Alright. Was that... Oh! Wait. We're rolling with advantage because it's still entangled, right? Okay.
Yep.
That hits.
Okay.
Alright, 20 damage. Nice.
And then we will also do Styrofoam Archer. Would this also be with advantage?
Yes, because it's still entangled.
Okay. Yeah.
That does not hit.
Oh man, okay. That is
21
my
doesn't
turn.
hit?
It does not hit.
Crazy.
Oh gosh, is that magic, Daisy?
Alright. Is that your turn, Suhan?
That is my turn.
August.
We'll lightning launcher again. That's a crit.
Excellent.
Which means okay, I don't know how to do the crit damage properly, so I'll just do it manually. 1, 2, 3, 46 plus 4.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
And then second attack.
That does not hit.
No hit.
Alright. Is that your turn?
That's it.
On the slot machine's turn, instead of trying to break out of the vines, one of its arms is going to retract into its body, and revolving out will come a flamethrower. And it's going to start burning all the vines down. And the range on it is 60 feet. So everybody except
Oh gosh.
August, give me a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 17. All right.
Oh gosh, I
Oh.
got 16.
Wow.
Ashera saves. Suhan does not save. I'm going to roll for Oscar, who does not save, and Albrecht, who also does not save. So,
And did Suhan do it at disadvantage?
Hold up. No, I had it
he
on
did it at
advantage,
advantage on accident.
but- Let me try.
But that's
Maybe
okay because the
roll or
left
no.
roll is the first one, so we took
Okay.
whatever one was first. So that means everybody except Suhan is going to take 28 damage, and Ashera is going to take 14 damage. And Oscar, especially, is going to scream out in agony after the fire almost completely blasts him across the face and body. And he's going to collapse onto his knees and start coughing off blood. You see, as that happened, a spectral figure start to flicker behind him. And let me do Alberic's damage too. Alright. And then now that it's free, it's going to start moving again. It is Alberic's turn. He's going to see Oscar in danger, and he is going to use his alert feat to swap initiatives with Oscar to tell him to get away as soon as possible. Oscar is going to get up stumbling, and he's going to use his movement and then his action to dash as far away as he can. Gonna come back here. And then that will be his turn. Now it is Alberic's turn. Alberic is going to use Second Wind to regain some HP. Gain back 7. And then he's going to lift up his axe and let out a cry as he goes to attack it again. He's going to have +5 to hit now. Oh my god! And he misses, partly taken over by the pain and concern for his students. And we're going to go to, he's going to be over here. And sorry, did I say the tokens came out of the machine? Did I forget to say that?
You did, but we ignored it.
Third round, or on the second round you told us. I don't know if it happened again on the third round.
Okay.
When he did his flamethrower.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said it. I should have. Let me mark it here where he was. The tokens have dropped like here. And now it is Ashera's turn.
Alright, so this time I'm gonna give up concentration on heat metal. And I'm going to cast the Bestial Spirit. And the owlbear spirit is going to, a baby owlbear, is going to spawn behind him.
You.
And I believe it acts on my turn, I'm not sure. Let me look. It's within shot.
Yes, it shares your initiative count, taking its turn immediately after yours.
Right then. That's my action. And then my bonus action, I'm going to summon a spirit totem that has a range of 30 feet. I'm gonna do the spirit totem of the bear. And right here.
Responded there. Let me hold there for a second as I mark it for us. Alright. I've got it. Thank you.
Okay.
And what does the spirit totem do?
So the
Alright.
bear is 8 temp.
Alright, excellent. Let me
And
add
then I advantage on strength checks and saves.
that. Alright. Is that your turn?
And it's the
I'm gonna
owlbear's
duck
turn.
behind this because I'm scared.
Okay. Fair. It is now the baby owlbear's turn. And are you tracking the hit points for your owlbear?
Yeah, I have a whole separate character sheet for it.
Okay.
Come on. I'm trying to expand the character sheet, but it's acting a little weird.
You're fine, no worries.
Right. So he's going to maul him or try to.
Alright.
16, so I think
That does
doesn't
not
work.
hit.
Just bounces off.
Yeah. He makes a very cute attempt though, and he looks so cute while he was doing it. Alright, it is Suhan's turn.
Suhan is going to cast Moonbeam.
I think it's actually 10 temporary hit points rather than 5 from the bear sphere. It's 5 plus druid level, I think.
I don't know, it doesn't say anything about that.
It just says 8 temp in the description. I can check.
Yeah. How do I send things from the compendium into the chat? Can I do that? Yes.
There should be a speech bubble on it or something.
Yeah, you're right, Indy. It's 5 plus your druid level, so it should be 10 hit points. 10 hit points.
Oh, nice. I should actually put that on my baby owl bear as well. There you go.
Alright. It is Suhan's turn.
So I will cast Moonbeam.
And remember to take off advantages now. Is that the damage or the hit?
I
think that's the
clicked
damage.
on.
Yeah, that's
Or
Yeah,
is
it's,
it a
um,
save?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
damage.
Moonbeam doesn't make
I
a
think it is
make
the
an
same.
attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay, what save is it? You can send click the chat button to send it in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Con save.
On save, thank you. Give me 1 second. It does not save. So that is 10 damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then it also takes damage when it starts its turn there in that space as well.
Let me see. 5-foot radius. Okay. It is a large one. Let me see. We'll say it's like centered right on the middle of it. Yeah, I'm gonna prepare myself, mark this in.
How do I erase the text that I just drew because I didn't know that I had a pen selected?
I forgot. I don't remember. We'll leave it there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Found it.
there.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
you can move
Aw.
that as a bonus action as well, kind of. Like you activated the medal of the bonus action. That's
Where
nice.
is the continuing to do damage part of it?
In Moonbeam,
Yeah, where is it?
so it takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful run.
Because I don't see it, but I do see that you can move the beam as an action.
Yeah, it takes an action.
Okay. Okay, so like after this, you can move the beam onto where it is, but it will
Ah.
use up an action.
Oh, sorry. It's when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, so he would have to stay in there.
Second line. Yeah. So you can move. You can keep moving it so that whenever it starts its turn, it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I put that owlbear behind. So if he moves, he gets opportunity attack and also the AoE.
Smart. Is that your turn, Suhan? Is there anything else?
I will do Starry Form Archer.
All right. That does not hit.
That is actually, I'm gonna move a little bit. Move out here, and that's it.
August.
Lightning launcher. No advantage this time.
That does not hit.
And second attack.
That hits.
Damage. Plus an extra d6. 11.
All right. 11 damage. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I guess so.
The
Actually, I will. Since he's moved closer, I will just move myself further back.
all right. So on the
Caucus
machine's
sniper.
turn, it's going to rotate its head, kind of like it's getting a sense of its surroundings, and then it's going to move forward. So both Albrecht
So
and the
it
baby.
takes 2d10 from the radiant again.
Oh, because it started in it. Okay.
Oh,
Suhan
I think
can.
it's save. I think it makes a save again.
Oh, it makes a save again. Okay. Let me wait for
Yeah.
Con save. Okay, it saves, but I think it still takes half damage. So roll 2d10
Yeah.
for me, Suhan.
2d10s.
And the owlbear
The
does not
owlbear
hit.
missed.
Yeah. Albrecht is gonna roll. Albrecht is also going to miss. And the machine's going to take 12 damage. On its turn, it is going to sweep to the sides and in front of it with the flamethrower. Alright, let's see. So that is Ashera, Suhan,
gosh.
August, and then Oscar. Oscar's going to get advantage on his dex save because he's hiding behind something right now. But everybody make me a dex save. The DC is 17.
I
Oscar,
got down.
please. Okay, Oscar got away. Okay. How much damage was this again? 68. Okay. Well, I forgot you guys still take half damage.
68. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go down.
Okay.
No.
Ashera and August,
Or not.
you take 22 damage. Suhan and Oscar are going to take 11 damage. So
Oh god.
I
August,
actually
you
survived.
hear
I'll
next to you.
cast,
Mhm.
Absorb elements with my ignore the damage type, but it's absorb elements, so I halve it, so I take 11.
Alright.
The temp HP save thingy.
August, you
I have
hear
exactly.
as Oscar starts to hack and cough again, and suddenly the noise stops, and you look to your side, and he's collapsed on the floor, half of his body burnt.
The sanctuary really didn't help against the AoEs.
Yeah. Alright. It's Oscar's turn. He is going to roll a death saving throw. And he fails. Alright. It is Alberich's turn. He can't see that far back, but he can tell that something might be going wrong. So he calls out to you, August. August, what's happening?
Oscar is down.
Okay. Alberic is going to hurry over then because he has a spell to stabilize. So he's going to, launching over the obstacles in his way, try to rush towards you. He's going to use his action to dash. And yeah, that's all he'll do. And now it is Ashera's turn.
Where's he gone? He's vanished off the map.
Alberic?
Oh no, there he is, sorry.
He blended in.
I just ran it down. Oh gosh, what do I do?
Wait, what's your health, Ashera?
10.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I just realized I had to use magical resistance again against the flamethrower. So I should have had advantage on the saving throw. I'm trying to see if there's anything really good I could use.
I also, sorry, out of character, I have a question. Do you guys want to wrap up after Ashera's turn or after the end of this, like, at the end of, like, her next turn? So either after her turn or everybody goes once and then we end.
I'm good for either.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Maybe we finish this initiative slot, so we go
Yes.
down to.
We will end after Alberic's turn then.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know if Thunderwave would actually be able to push him. Let's see.
Is there a size
He's
limit on it?
large.
Yeah, he's a large
I don't-
boy.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't look like it.
it doesn't look like there is.
Yeah,
it looks like
see,
it would
they
still
just
work.
need to make a con. Sorry, con save.
So, gosh, I don't know how to upcast. I feel like there is a way.
And for me, it gives me the option when I click on the spell, if, like at
On
what level
it
I wanna
for-
cast it.
Oh, there we
If you're
go.
doing it on,
I got it.
yeah, okay.
Alright, I'm going to do.
I think the 4 is extra damage.
It does not pass the con save. So it's going to take all 12 damage.
And it gets pushed.
Yeah, I should get pushed away from me at 10 feet.
Alright. And I assume that'll be to the left, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just gonna run like around the corner. And that's my turn there.
Alright.
But How are we gonna handle my owl bear going through the moonlight? I guess I should just try to skirt around it.
Yeah.
I guess he's gonna use his dash action to get all the way up to it.
Alright. So it is up against the machine now, but it did use its action to dash. Is there anything else it can do?
Yep.
What's its speed?
Not really. It should have. Let me look. Yeah, it's just 30.
Alright. Suhan.
I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit for Ashera.
Alright. 5-foot cube.
Oh, I think I can heal multiple people at once.
But 5-foot cube sounds very small, is it not?
No,
It's
that's
one
where
square,
it's
basically.
standing. That's where the spirit is standing, right?
So the spirit we'll just say like who you're putting it on to signify where it is. It's going to heal 1d6 hit points. And what is your spellcasting mod? It's 4, right? So it's gonna be summoned for 5 turns. So mark it down, it's gonna be at 4 out of 5 now after healing Ashera. And then Suhan, go ahead and roll the 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Alright. So Ashera, you heal back 4 hit points.
Alright.
And you have a bonus action and movement left.
Okay.
The starry form archer lets you shoot as a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Yes. I will do that. I will not do that. I will move.
That does not hit.
Yeah. Man. I will. How much can I move? 30 feet?
Yep.
30. I will. Go here. And that's my turn.
August.
I will.
I also, sorry, I'm going to interrupt. A small reminder that the tokens are that orange square up there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It just drops 5 at a time, right? It doesn't drop an extra 5 every turn.
I mean, you still, oh yeah, I guess Suhan still has the other tokens on him. He has the water, lightning, and acid tokens still on him.
Could we technically farm the enemy and make money?
I don't know these tokens.
Oh, right. They have symbols on them. They're different.
But no, after he dropped the last 5 when he was up at the top of the screen, he hasn't dropped more on each subsequent turn, right?
Not each subsequent turn. After he returned from his resting phase, like on that next turn when he was activating
Right.
again, he dropped 5 more.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to lightning launcher as usual. That does not seem like a hit. Second attack. It's 24 hit.
Yes.
And then damage. Plus another DC.
Alright, 14 damage.
14. And then I am going to move. Let's select. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Displays that way. And I think that's my turn.
All right. It is the machine's turn. Okay. It is going to replace its flamethrower. It's going to swivel back into itself. And with its another arm, a kind of nozzle comes out and it starts spraying acid. So first it's going to move. I'm gonna show this. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to make sure it avoids the owl bear. And the owl bear will get an attack of opportunity. So it walked around it. Do the attack of opportunity for the owl bear because in its path it moved out of its melee range. Ashi?
Yeah.
Do an attack of opportunity for the owl bear.
Hi. No, it's close to. I just realized a little bit ago that I didn't use. It actually has pack tactics, so it should add advantage when Albert was next to it.
Alright, that does not hit.
Right.
And the acid is another 60-foot radius, so both Ashera and Suhan are going to give me dex saves, the DC 17.
Is that considered a magical attack?
It's not magical.
Right then, so 16.
Alright. Can you remind me of both of yours HPs out of character?
14.
It's 16.
Okay. You both are going to take 26 damage. and
Goodbye,
are
my
now
friends!
in death saves.
Hongshu.
Okay. Okay. Oscar is going to make another death save and he's gonna roll so high. Yes, he got a success. Okay. I'm sweating right now. Okay. On Alberic's turn, he is going to get to Oscar and then cast Revivify, so that Oscar will now return with 1 hit point. He's gonna come up gasping and sputtering. And behind him, you all can see the spectral figure properly take form. And August, this, you can tell looking upon it, that this is a figure of Oscar's brother. An older teenage boy with messy hair to his shoulders. He wears a student's uniform. He lifts his wand towards the machine and casts a spell. And you watch as the spell turns from spectral to real as it collides with the monster. And it is going to take 4d10 radiant damage. And just as soon as it came, just enough time for Oscar to lock eyes with his brother, it's going to fade away. And that is where we'll wrap it up for today. Good work, everybody. Good session. Alright. Sorry, let me mark that Oscar is back.
Gosh, I wish that Mario was here to heal me.
Okay. We are gonna go ahead and raid. Thank you for this session, everybody. We will continue this combat next time. I believe we have another session this month, correct? Yes, next week
yeah.
actually. Okay, so we'll pick this up next week.
This is a really, like, you did a great job on the casino, and this boss is really interesting.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying.
Oscar's gonna have even less love of casinos after this.
Oscar's gonna be fucking traumatized after this.
Literally beat to death by a slot machine.
Literally, he's like, this was the devil incarnating. Okay, we're gonna read into Theo, who's currently doing a tabletop simulator collab. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Thanks so much to the players for playing. You guys are pog. And we will see you all next week with Party 2 again, and hopefully Saya will be able to make it too. Alright, bye everybody! Please take care of yourselves! The next shooting star you see, wish for me to be there. Bye everybody! Mwah!
Bye bye.